Let's compare the new everyday luxury line to the perfumes they're inspired by. And we're starting off with Your Cheeky, which is inspired by Good Girl Blush by Carolina Herrera and Hello Cheeky Blush. So let's go ahead and give this one a good old squirt. This is gonna be like a sweet almond floral. It's so feminine and pretty. Now let's go ahead and give Your Cheeky a good old squirt. Yeah, I'm sorry. These two are absolutely identical. Now let's get into the next one, which is going to be Cen Rouge, which is a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. And Into the Stars, step out of this. First, let's go ahead and give Baccarat a good old squirt. This is like a sweet floral. The saffron note inside of this is truly one of a kind. Now let's go ahead and give Cen Rouge a good old squirt. And I'm just going to say this right off the get-go. Cen Rouge reminds me more of Baccarat Rouge 540 extract. But guys, I kind of put a dent inside of this already. I was spraying myself with this all day. Now the next one is going to be Loyal to You, which is a dupe for Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. So let's go ahead and give Devotion a good old squirt. And this is going to be like an iced lemon pound cake gourmand. But just from what I remember, let's go ahead and give Loyal to You a good old squirt. Loyal to You reminds me a whole lot more of Dolce & Gabbana Devotion Intense, which I'm sorry, you guys could see the dent difference. Look at the dent difference. Yeah, this one's on the money. Now the next one is going to be Midnight Addiction, which is a dupe for Black Opium by YSL. And I know that this is not the original Black Opium, but it's close enough because they all smell very similar. Besides Over Red, that was the one different one that I actually really love. But first, let's go ahead and give Black Opium a good old squirt. And although Black Opium is not my favorite scent, it's still very iconic for a reason, and you have to give credit where credit is due. But now Midnight Addiction, when I smelled it earlier today, it smelled a little more creamier and you got a little more of that coffee note inside of this. Yeah, I feel like this one's gonna be a little more of a gourmand Black Opium, if you guys know what I'm saying. I'm not the biggest fan of Black Opium, but I could get behind this. Now the next one is gonna be Madame Majestic, which is a dupe for Mom Paris. And the second I smelled this and the second I put my nose to it, I said, oh, this is Mom Paris. So let's go ahead and give this a good old squirt. Wait, I'm supposed to spray Mom Paris first. Whatever. To me, I get like a woodsy rose with like a spun sugar. But now let's go ahead and see if I was correct that this is the dupe. So let's go ahead and give Mod what? Let's go ahead and give Mom Paris a good old squirt. Yeah, I will say that this has a little bit more of a stronger pear note. These two are almost so similar to the nose, you can't tell the difference. Like I said though, stronger pear note. Now the last one, which I'm very excited to test, but it's gonna be Guilty as Fig. And people say that this is gonna be a dupe for Father Figure by Fleur. I smelled it. It did smell very, very, very similar to Father Figure. So first, let's go ahead and give Father Figure a good old squirt, which is going to be a fig and vanilla scent. And it's going to be more of like that vanilla musk. And my dent does not lie. Now let's go ahead and give Guilty as Fig a good old squirt. This one, I think I said earlier, it's just a little more lighter and a little more creamier. And I will say this, I love Fleur, but I feel like this fragrance could be a little bit rough around the edges. This is very smooth. Very, very smooth. Now, out of all of the new everyday luxury line scents, I want to know which one are you going to be picking up. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, this video is not sponsored, but should be!